brother.
Alright.
Sorry, guys. Actually, I'm not sorry. I'll take it back. I revoke it.
Yeah, alright, so stickers.
Alright, can I get everybody to come this way? We're gonna be sick, we're gonna be already there. Kind of circle around and be sick. I'd appreciate it. Let's make the most of this.
How close are we allowed to stand?
You can get in my face.
Yes!
Fine. Let's do this. My name's Steven, my friends call me Big Steve, and I do spoken word poetry. And so, yeah, let's do this. When I shut the door behind me, I feel invincible. More like invisible because my pain is only divisible by the amount of times that I've tried to lose it all. So pretend that words don't hurt and that everything's okay when in fact I've held on to this anger instead of letting it go away. Because I feel more comfortable when nothing goes my way because that's what I'm used to, so that's the way it's going to stay. I made contentment my home and loneliness my sanctuary. I threw my heart to the wolves and fell in love with complacency. I told the world that there's a way that can be saved, yet somehow I ignore it when it comes to choosing my own fate. I feel like the biggest hypocrite of them all. With bricks weighing me down into water when I'm trying to stand tall in my lungs, gasping for air, yet swallowing water, searching for a way to get back to the Father. But facing reality's never been a strong suit of mine. I'm an expert daydreamer. I do it all the time. Because if I can escape the present for just 1 second, then maybe my rugged heart will learn a valuable lesson. So sometimes I pretend I'm in a faraway land trying to find hidden castles in the sand. And when I wake up, after searching, I find that maybe I wasn't daydreaming the whole time. But I'm finding my voice, even though it's taken some time. I try to put on a smile, even when I'm broken inside. I thought the world would be better off not knowing that I struggle. Even though my struggle could prevent someone else's trouble. That's why I'm finding the courage. And I'm throwing away the mask, even though being brave is such a daunting task. Hiding my pain would feel great, but be such a waste, a lost opportunity to show grace. So what if I'm a Christian and what if I'm unstable? What if God's love grows for me when I admit what I can't handle? What if the point of Christianity was to point people to the cross and not make fun of them for running circles when they're lost? Because I have a truth embedded in my heart. Even if I'm going through some things, I still know where to start. Because when I surrender, that's when I'm standing tall, when I see how far I've come. My problems seem so small. Still, the church tells me to hide my struggles and pretend they don't exist. The world tells me to get over it like it's something I can resist, but if God can't save me, no one else will. That's why I choose to believe He has the power. And I'm nothing without Him, and maybe I don't have it all together. Maybe that's okay. Life wasn't made to be lived perfect. No one will ever live that way, so I'll stay strong, and I'll stay true. And I'll step into His side and let my unstable heart find purpose in the light. That was my two things before I do my next poem. First off is we're going on tour this summer. Hopefully we'll get some gigs around here. So kind of be looking out for that. You can go on Facebook and like my poetry page, Big Steve Spoken Word. Just look that up. And so hopefully you guys can get out to some shows, and hopefully I can book some shows with the rest of you guys that are playing tonight. Second thing is that I write about my struggles. I write about the things that I've gone through. I write about my depression. I write about my anxiety, stuff that I suffer with. But I also write about God who has saved me from all that, and I'm not afraid to say that, and I hope that you guys, even though maybe you have different beliefs as I do, that you guys are all cool with that, and we can just kind of have a family time tonight. So this next one is a poem I wrote to my future wife, who I haven't met yet. The truth is I wasn't faithful, or grateful for that matter. I let my heart pitter-patter for everything attractive that wasn't you. Neglected, dejected, and abused, I fell for every girl who showed me some attention, but it was all because of my insecurities. I lost my purity with my lustful eyes and my luscious skin. My wretched heart met its wretched sin. I looked too much. I made up fantasies in my head about things I should know nothing about, based on images I should have never seen. My heart was rotted out for years. When everyone thought I was clean, I'm not perfect, but I'm better. I'm better than I used to be. But I'm still in the process of building a better me. I've cheated on you for years now. That's why it brings up so many tears now. You're the reason my body was crafted to be pure, yet my body has seen better days. It's left longing for a cure. I knew the world had nothing good to offer, yet I offered up my soul. Even though I tried to guard myself, I still gave it control. I hate what I've become. Defiling women with my mind while witnessing to them with my lips. I'm like God loves their heart, but secretly I'm focused on their hips. I'm not worth a second chance. or at second glance, I'm worth less than the worth I've placed on the ladies before you. It's hard to stand here and admit it, but it's the truth, but it's the truth, but it's the truth, but it's so hard. It's so hard to stay true. Because we're told it's normal behavior. The lust is an animal instinct we're born with, not a sin we fall into like the sacrifice Christ made. It was purely coincidental because we're born into sin. We can find our identity in it too. It's pointless. Just like all those girls I mistreated when you're the only girl I've ever needed. But every broken heart has been worth it. Every hidden scar has been shown, and contrary to popular belief, I'm not perfect and I can't do this on my own. I'm learning to treat women the way Christ treats the church, with respect and love and integrity, and putting them ahead of me. To treat them in the way I want my daughters to be treated someday. So future Mrs. Me, I hope you get this. Because my transformation from then until now has been intense. You've been worth the wait, I'm sure. And you're still worth waiting for. I'm going to do one more. Before I do, if you need to talk about anything, I'm a youth pastor and I'm used to talking to people. So if you need someone to vent to tonight, even if you don't want to talk about God or anything, you just need someone to talk to, I would love to be your counselor tonight. If you need prayer, if nothing else, I want a hug from everybody. So I think that we can do that, right?
Oh yeah.
Love hugs. Anyway, so this last poem I'm going to do, I haven't done it in a while, so hopefully I'll get through this okay. But it has a little bit of a story behind it. March 9th of 2012, my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer. I grew up in a foreign country, Venezuela, South America, and my parents were living down there when she got diagnosed. So later that year, she went through chemo, radiation, and everything was looking better. I was able to actually go back to Venezuela and visit her through this time. 2013, I'd already been writing poetry for a while, but I decided I was going to write poetry that I could perform live. One Saturday, I booked a show, it's like a month away, but I booked a show that Saturday for like a month away. And that same night, my mom called us and told us that the cancer had spread and to her liver, and things weren't looking good. And so I wrote this next poem about that. I started performing it at my first show, and then performed it several times after that. October 31st, 2013, which is also my birthday, it was my 28th birthday, my mom passed away. And I still perform this because it means a lot to me, and it means a lot to a lot of people too who are going through struggles. I just want to let you know that if you're going through anything, if you're going through family sickness or even your own sickness, just know that there's hope and that God is in control. And yeah, so this is my last one, and hopefully I can get through this. I know the plans that I have for you. Plans for peace and not disaster. Plans to give you a future filled with hope. Hey God, it's funny that you say that your plan for me is peace. Because right now, my mind is so busy I can't sleep. Where's this future filled with hope? My mom lays sick in bed not knowing what the future holds. The easiest thing for me to do is call you out because the plans that I come up with in my mind make it easy to doubt. You say you're a sovereign God. Sometimes in my grateful heart, I think I could do a better job. In this world, you'll have trouble. Take heart, I've overcome the world trouble. I have trouble understanding why my mom is subject to so much pain. The cancer grows in her delicate body, but the hurt grows in mine. And as she gets weaker, I get more worried all the time. But if you can overcome the world, then you can overcome her pain. You can get rid of the disease and take away the disdain. Maybe what's best for her is too hard for me to see, because at this point, I'd be fine if you took away her cancer and you gave it to me. When you pray, don't keep babbling like the pagans. They think they'll be heard because of their many words, but I know what you need before you ask. Okay, maybe you've been babbling a bunch of nonsense when you know their story all along. Maybe getting frustrated hasn't helped, but the release sure has. I'm accusing you of neglect of stay in the past, but I'm scared. She's in pain, and I'm feeling helpless. Thousands of miles away, and my daddy, you've given him a burden so deep, but you grace him with the faith of a mustard seed, because I'd be terrified if I were walking in his feet. I don't leave you the way you're used to being left, feeling abandoned. So don't be upset, and don't feel distraught. I know your presence is everywhere, but I don't always see you. And as hard as it is, I'm just trying to stay true. So will you hold her in your arms and let her know that you're there? And give her peace within her heart and show her that you care. Christ, I feel terrified right now. Maybe my heart's just drowning out, so will you place my burdens in your hand and find strength in you when I'm too weak to stand. But all things work together for the good of those who love God. This has been a journey 3 years in the making to understand what God is truly thinking. To see someone you love in so much pain is such a hard thing to explain. 3 rounds of chemo, radiation, all sorts of therapies and medications. But God is sovereign. Even when I can't see it, He's handled disasters and catastrophe, so I'm pretty sure He can handle looking out for my mom, for me. So Mom, know that I miss you more than words can express, and your warm, inviting smile is one of the things I'll miss the best. And even though I know you never wanted to leave us, I hope you're having a blast dancing with Jesus. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.